So I totally slept through sunrise, but that's totally fine because I have a bit of a long day today of exploration. We're hiking up this pass, checking out some of Ilampa lakes, and it should be amazing. So let's get trekking. So this morning we've been trekking, we got a pretty steady climb, like 300 meters. I think we've already done about 200 of it. And we're basically just climbing straight up this rock pile. Kind of intense, but I think the lakes at the top will probably be worth it. We made it to our first lake of the day and it is beautiful. There's this wicked reflection off it. Unfortunately, there's no clouds. And unfortunately, it's not like sunset when I'm here. But as I mentioned, sometimes when you're on these assignments, you kind of just got to go with the flow and shoot the light you're given. So I kind of want to give you guys like a couple tips on shooting landscapes in the middle of the day. And these are like my 4 go-to tips. Tip 1, use ND filters because they'll just change like the dynamic of the image, giving yourself a long exposure. Will, for example, smooth out the water here. Or if there's clouds, you get like motion in the clouds. Second, use a person. A person will make it look less like a snapshot and give a bit of a story to your images. Third, always think about your foreground. And it doesn't matter what time of day you're shooting, but if you want your images to look different, rather than just a snapshot taken at eye level, have a nice foreground, a nice anchor to your image. And finally, number 4, change the perspective. One of the biggest problems with shooting images in the middle of the day is they just look like snapshots. They just look like handheld, easy images. They look like you just picked up your camera and took them from right here. In a lot of cases you did. So one of the ways you can change that is by getting low to the water or by getting up. The middle of the day is actually a great time to do some drone photography actually. So I'm gonna shoot some images here. I'm gonna fly the drone and share with you what I did. So a really, really beautiful spot, but it's always so difficult shooting landscapes middle of the day, especially when there's no clouds, but did what I could, and now we're heading back down the hill. I am back at the bottom. I'm back in my Eddie Bauer tent. And before I forget, when I get back to London in like 3 or 4 days, I want to do another Q&A for you guys since it's been a while. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love questions about Kyrgyzstan specifically, but really anything goes. I kind of strained my groin a little bit coming down there. And it's not terrible or anything, but I'm in a little bit of pain. So I want to take things a little bit easy, probably hang out in the tent a bit, relax, maybe get some lunch quick. And we're supposed to do another trek this afternoon, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to. We'll see this afternoon. But yeah, let's chill out a bit, let's get some lunch, and we'll see how things go. So the groin has gotten tighter actually, kind of painful. But the guys have convinced me to walk like 2 kilometers, and they were like, just leave all your cameras behind And even though you won't probably be able to do the climb up to the lake, you can fly the drone up. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna walk to the base of the pass where the lake is and then put the drone up to see where the lake is. It kind of sucks that I can't climb, but it's so stiff and I don't want to aggravate it and make it worse since I still have like 3 full days here in Kyrgyzstan. You know when you know something's a bad idea, but you do it anyway? That just happened. I flew the drone to try to find the lake, which I had a feeling I wouldn't be able to get to, and I lost connection with the drone way up top. It was gone for a serious like 6 minutes. 6 minutes it was gone, and then because the return to home wasn't set higher than the mountain peak, it actually kept driving into the mountain and then trying to get over it. And so I guess that's why it took so long, but thank God the DJI drones are so intuitive. It eventually got over the mountain and back home, and safe and sound. No harm, no foul, but yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed. This was a stupid adventure, but you know, it was an adventure, and I'll probably laugh about it in a couple days. So we're gonna head back to camp, and hopefully no more misadventures happen on the way home, and then I'm gonna relax. I'm into my tent for the night. I don't want to make it seem like I was upset or frustrated with the boys today, with the guides, because I wasn't. The dudes are doing a fantastic job. Just struggling a little bit with the communication, not just them, but me as well. And maybe I was a little bit frustrated with myself for not asserting myself about how much pain I was in today and going off on that little adventure instead of, you know, just taking it easy. So I don't want to make it seem like I was frustrated with them. They've been awesome. They've been really good. If you guys have been following this channel for a long time, you know that I really believe in tourism for development. I think tourism for development is just a fantastic way for growth economically in places like Kyrgyzstan. And the US aid is doing a phenomenal job, an absolutely phenomenal job here in Kyrgyzstan at promoting tourism to this region. And this little company that I'm touring with right now, I believe is the beneficiary of US aid. Now, nobody's told me that directly, but the stove they're using has US aid stickers on it. The tent they're using, the sleeping mats, the sleeping bags, everything has US aid on it. So I'm assuming that either they're donated by US aid, or they were maybe subsidized by US aid, or maybe they're on like a micro loan program for US aid. And to be honest, this type of tour company is exactly the type of company that US aid and aid organizations should be supporting. It's family run, it's grassroots, and it's in a community like Kyrgyzstan that needs some economic gain, that needs some economic help. I do want to say that I hope, and it's totally possible that it's already happening, that the support that US aid is giving these tour companies goes beyond giving them like sleeping mats or subsidizing sleeping mats and tents and things like that, because tents and stoves and stuff like that, they wear out. They last for 5-10 years and then they stop working. But I really hope they're running educational programs as well. My guide on my first trek, Alexander, was world class. One of the best guides I've ever had anywhere. He was knowledgeable, he was a great communicator, he was a fantastic listener, and most importantly, he was just a really, really good leader. And these boys, these guys here, I can see that they want that as well. They want to be good leaders and they want to be good communicators, but they just don't have the education yet, and they'll get there, I'm sure, with help. So I would love to see US Aid, if they're not already doing it, running like free guide training. Because being a guide isn't just about showing people where the different mountains are or the different lakes. It's about leading. It's about communicating. It's about managing. It's about making people feel as comfortable as they possibly can be. And most of all, it's about empowering people, empowering your clients, and making them really respect the world around them. I'd also love to see US Aid initiate like language programs, because these guys really, really want to learn English. Every time we're eating or we're out exploring, they're constantly pointing at things and asking me what they're called in English. They have this desire to learn English. They have a desire to be great guides, and I think they just need a little bit of empowerment to get there. Today might have seemed like a little bit of a frustrating day, and it kind of was, but a lot of that was self-imposed. Wish I could have got a little bit more photography in today as well, but my alarm is set for 3 in the morning. I'm going to get up at 3 in the morning and hopefully shoot some stars and then sunrise here before heading back to town. And hopefully my groin's feeling better, because it's 21 kilometers straight downhill all the way back home. Anyways, that's way too much talk for one day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. It's still like a half an hour until sunrise, and sorry. Whew. Yesterday, you know, I pulled my groin. Right now I'm having severe back spasms.